Okay, my name is Nick Dutch and I'm making this video because I want to know what you think the word karma actually means. I've heard of a number of different meanings of the word karma, one of them being cause and effect relationship, and the other one being a suggestion that if you committed any crimes in a previous life, that explains why you were sick or you were poor or you were suffering in one way or another. And also karma was some kind of way of suggesting that people who were in, let's say, the third world and suffering from starvation or disease actually chose that particular set of circumstances, and therefore it was inappropriate to give to charity. So I have a lot of issues with the subject of karma. I can't believe that it can be quite so immoral. I can't believe that the word karma can be quite so selfish, that it's there to encourage people to not be charitable, to not be giving, to not be loving, or to participate in society and to care for people who are essentially needy in a real sense, not just in an emotional sense. I also think it's inappropriate to be afraid of things you may have done in a previous life, or indeed to be afraid of doing something that might help somebody else in case it interferes with their karma. Because that's another thing that people say, I'm not going to help them because, there will be karmic implications. Yes, karmic implications. Well, what the heck are you talking about? If you've got the capacity to help someone, let's say, buy a meal for a homeless person, then, why not go and do it? Then if you buy that meal for that homeless person, it might give them enough energy to be able to find themselves shelter or some gainful employment, or to start selling the big issue and start getting some income coming in one way or another. That's the way that I see it. But there are people in the world who would actually say, no, I'm not going to buy that starving person a meal because it would interfere with their karma, or it would bounce back upon me karmically and would do me harm in my next life. I mean, WTF, if you get my drift. I think that those ideas are rather uncompassionate and inappropriate, and don't really take into account the fact that we are all political creatures, the fact that we are all here to essentially to be and to do, to act, to try and do what we think is essentially right, and try and work out what we think is essentially right, and to improve upon that with the passage of time. At least that's the way that I see things. I don't know whether you agree with me or whether you don't, and of course that's entirely up to you. But I'm after your opinion. This karma thing disturbs me somewhat when people come out with this idea. It doesn't really matter whether it's true or whether it's not true. Why do people think that karma deals with a cause and effect relationship with that of an individual spirit, rather than the cause and effect relationships that we have here in the physical world and in the real world? I'm after your opinion. Shove it in the comment section and or add a video response.